Hi, I am Anna. I come from www.ntvforex.com. Near-term dollar rebound setting in, but will it just be another chance to sell? Video analysis. http ntvforex.com News ID 552A3392 2022 10:55 p.m. Market overview. Longer dated treasury yields continue to fluctuate with the comments of Fed speakers, and this is generating uncertainty across dollar moves. The dovish comments from the FOMC's Lael Brainerd that the Fed needs to roll out more stimulus to overcome the COVID crisis should not really come as too much of a surprise given her historic dovish leanings, but they have pulled yields lower. This has helped to restrict the dollar sell-off for the time being. We still see the dollar continuing to weaken in due course, but a near-term rebound is developing today, helped by better-than-expected ISM manufacturing and new orders. This is weighing across major pairs, with the Aussie dollar especially in the crosshairs as Australian Q2 GDP came in far worse than expected overnight. This is also weighing on gold, which is once more very much allied to moves on the dollar through negative correlation. All the while, these currency moves are having a key impact on equities too. The dollar weakness helps to drive Wall Street ever higher, whilst European markets are performing less well due to currency strength. Add in ongoing risk for the UK economy of Brexit trade negotiations and we see a mammoth underperformance on FTSE 100. Wall Street rallied again last night, with S&P 500 0.8% at 3,526. US futures are also again higher today, with the E-mini S&P 0.3%. In Asia, there was a mixed to positive bias, with Nikkei 0.5% and Shanghai Composite 0.1%. In Europe, the outlook is looking decent early today, helped by weakening euro and sterling, with DAX futures 0.7% and FTSE futures 0.8%. In Forex, there is a mild USD rebound setting in, with the only exception being strength through NZD. In commodities, again a dollar rebound is weighing slightly on gold and silver, whilst oil again attempts to pull higher. It is a US-centric day for the economic calendar today. The ADP employment change is at 1315 BST and is expected to show a big jump in jobs by 950,000 in August, up from 167,000 in July. After the wild understeer that ADP gave for an eventually strong non-farm payrolls last month, this number could have a reduced impact today. Traders will also be watching for the July factory orders at 1500 BST, which are expected to grow by 6.0% on the month after growing by 6.2% in June. After Hurricane Laura hit the Gulf of Mexico last week, the EIA crude oil FODA's beige book will make interesting reading, with a drawdown of 2.0 m barrels expected 4.7 m barrels previous week. There will also be an eye out for the FODA's beige book of economic outlook at 1900 BST. There are a couple of central banker speakers to watch for today, with the FOMC's John Williams centrist voter at 1500 BST. There is also the Bank of England's Ben Broadbent at 1530 BST. Chart of the day. FTSE 100 NBSP equities in major markets have been extremely strong in recent months of the recovery. Not so, if you are an investor in FTSE 100. A simply enormous underperformance continues to play out. Since the March low of 4,899, FTSE 100 has rallied just under 20%. In that time, the DAX has rallied around 57% and S&P 500 60%. This was made worse yesterday when the FTSE 100 broke to multi-month lows on an intraday move below 5,857. Technically, although the market did not close below the 5,857 August low, the deterioration is stark on a momentum basis. Daily RSI is below 40 with downside potential, whilst stochastics have dropped to their lowest since March and MACD lines are accelerating lower. An early rebound has set in this morning, but within a mini downtrend channel this is likely to be the source of the next chance to sell. At the very least, we expect continued underperformance. Possible pairs trades with other indices are still viable, but even on a standalone basis, FTSE 100 is a sell into strength. Near-term resistance is at the 38.2% Fibonacci retracement of 7,687, 4,899 at 5,964 as an initial barrier, with the sell zone 5,956,052. The way is now open for downside towards the 23.6% Fib level at 5,557. The bulls will be hoping that this is just another selling phase of a bear drift, but it would need a rally above last week's lower high of 6,173 to change the outlook now. NBSP Brent crude oil with support again forming recently around the rising 21-day moving average on Brent crude today around $45.15. We continue to see near-term weakness as being a chance to buy. The pressure has again been on the resistance at $46.25, but once more the resistance has held firm. We do expect that this will ultimately be breached though, and for the market to move into the high $40s in due course. Beyond $48.40 there is little real resistance until $53.10, $53.90. We remain cautious on chasing breakouts though, as these have repeatedly been followed by consolidation and corrective drift before re-engaging higher. The mildly negative configuration of the last two daily candlesticks both closing around session lows adds to our caution. The market is again ticking higher this morning though, and it looks as though the bulls continue to drive the outlook. Support at $44.55 coincides with the 11-week uptrend today, with $43.60, $43.90 being key support now. Dow Jones Industrial Average. The Dow remains on track as the bulls have responded quickly to again nullify a threatening corrective move. Momentum indicators remain strongly configured and weakness is a chance to buy. Holding above the initial breakout support at 28,155, the bulls have left 28,290 as the basis for another near-term higher low. There is still the matter of a closing the old bear gap from February between 28,400 28,890, but given the positive outlook across technical indicators, this should only be a matter of time. The all-time high of 29,568 will then come into sight. Key support remains 27,525, 27,580. Other assets insights NBSP EUR USD analysis read now NBSP GBP USD NBSP read now NBSP USD JPY NBSP analysis read now NBSP gold analysis read now. Subscribe our channel to receive the news as soon as possible. Thank you for watching. If you want to read real-time news, text messages to MT5 Expert Advisors page at https://mt5.expert.advisors.